Good morning.
Welcome to Cycle Heaven. It's the Tour de France, Le Mont Ventoux classic stage.
And we've cycled up from Sault and we're 1 kilometre from the top.
And we're very excited.
To say the least.
It's a brilliant, brilliant day.
So I hope you enjoy it.
Our day started early with a glorious drive past the Colorado, munching croissants from Roustrel on our way across to Mont Ventoux to park at Sault, before we headed out on the bikes, up the road, taking us through the woodland and past the lavender fields, with crowds of other people making their way to the summit. There were people walking from Sault, this group including the toilet seat to catch things with. But we potted up, stopping at the viewpoint and just taking in this glorious view back across the Vaucluse. From here it's a lovely ride on to Chalet Reynard, passing the huge old stag that's made out of old iron on the way. By the time we got to the old ski station, it was absolutely thronged with bikes and people everywhere, and here we met even more riders coming up from Bedouin. And as we climbed, we went past lots of writing on the road, more being added, more a bit risque, which actually are covered up by a team of painters and made into beautiful flowers before the race starts. By now we were just surrounded by people, cyclists, walkers, everyone just making their way up the slopes. The campsites have been full since early in the week, everyone desperate to get their little spot by the side of the road. In some parts you feel as if you're one of the riders, with people cheering you on as you go up the hill. It's just fantastic. In some places it's much quieter and we just were able to settle back, turn our legs and enjoy this view. This was definitely Danish Corner, with all the snow poles adorned with Danish flags fluttering in the breeze. It was absolutely chaotic here later on. But for us, this was where we were going, just below the summit, not far from Tommy Simpson's memorial, with glorious views up to the top and back down through the bends. So we set up camp, got out our seats and just sat down to watch the entertainment of everyone heading up the mountain. A sea of people just making their way up to those final bends. Even some runners and people dressed as seagulls. We munched our picnic, watched the view, and also watched all the advertising hoardings go into place, waiting desperately for the spotted t-shirts to arrive. We got one, and we joined everyone else whilst we waited for the Caravane, which arrived with all the sound and entertainment that it always does. First come the main sponsors. And the inevitable clamour for anything that's thrown into the crowd. Then the advertisers, everything from beer to pasta and of course Caravane. Who could forget that? It's just noisy, entertaining chaos for a short time. And thanks to our German neighbours, who were particularly good at catching, I ended up with a few bits too. So we then followed the race on the radios, watched as the helicopters came round, and knew that we were in for a real treat. It had been a real incredible race up the mountain, and it was continuing at a pace towards us. As the lead group came into view, the noise went off the scale. They hammered past us, and we knew it was going to be an amazing finish, right up there at the top. As the helicopter circled above us, the race was continuing. Then Lulu came into sight, Julian Alaphilippe, and the support for him is always off the scale. He was obviously watching for something, and here it was. In fact, they went so quickly, we'll do that again. The leaders of the race, Pogačar and Vingegaard, battling it out towards the summit. And as the racers continued towards the summit, we continued cheering on the ones coming up. I think it would be fair to say that we enjoy this.
Superb!
Brilliant!
As we cheered everyone on, we had one ear on the final few metres to find out who was going to win. It really was going to be a nail-biting finish. And then the news came through that Valentin Paripinque had won, and the French supporters around us burst into an impromptu rendition of the Marseillaise. Honestly, it was an absolute joy to witness. It was so full of enthusiasm, so full of joy. It was brilliant. What an incredible day it was on the mountain. And then the main peloton came through. I think they were enjoying themselves. And the last few riders, followed by the broom wagon, and then it was all over. And we started making our way back down the hill. There was a steady stream of cyclists, walkers, and even runners making their way back down. Everyone taking it gently after such a spectacular day. In fact, it was so busy that there were traffic jams and it was quicker to run. But eventually we got back down to Sault and were able to head home, reflecting on what had really been an incredible day on Mont Ventoux. Let's hope it's not too long before they come back up again, because we'll be back for certain.